Hello, today I will introduce the second story of Remarkable Healing. In this story, a man named Mark dies in a car accident and meets a devil. The devil gives Mark a mission by telling him that if he works for him, he will give him eternal life. Mark's mission is to return to Earth and make people suffer.
Mark, an earthbound entity and my patient, gave the following account about how he ended up going with Satan and how he and others were tutored and trained in hell.
I died in a car accident. I could see my dead body down there, but I still felt just as alive as before. I felt confused. I thought when you die, and that is the end of you. I did not know what to do or where to go. I saw the light, but I did not go to it because I thought if I go to the light then I will really die, and I did not want to die. As I was looking around, a dark man dressed in a black hooded robe came to me and said that if I work for his master then he will help me live forever and I will never have to die. It seemed like a good idea. He took me to a dark, cold place. It did not feel good. I realized it was hell. On one side of hell there was fire and people were tortured and burned in fire. They were moaning and groaning. It was awful. The man in the black hood said that now I belonged to Satan and if I did not do as I was told, then I would end up on that side where there is fire. I would be tortured and burned. I chose to stay on this side and follow the instructions.
What happens then?
I and hundreds of other humans like me are taken to a room that is like a training center. There are instructors who are dressed in black and have evil, black, cold eyes. We have orientation type sessions.
What happens there?
One instructor is saying, now you have to go back up on the earth and recruit people to come down here to work for Satan. We need people, we need souls. We need to make our message known that the world is going to come to an end and everybody is going to come down here and work for Satan. Tell them that there is no such thing as heaven. Hell is the only reality there is. Then we are taught how to enter in people's bodies and possess them.
What are you told about that?
We are told to look on earth for people who are in weakened condition, whose aura or shields are weak, uneven, and not bright and shiny. They will look depressed, nervous, unhappy, or sick in the hospital. We are told that people in the hospital, nursing homes, and funeral homes are easy to enter. So we often crowd in those areas. Then we are taught how to influence people we are in.
What are you told about that?
Mark, we are given a list of things to do with people we are in. We are told to keep them sinful and not to allow them to see the good. Then they have to come down here. They will think that they cannot go to heaven because they sinned and then we can get them to work for Satan. We are taught how to keep people stirred up and fighting with each other, whether they are individuals, couples, families, any two people, groups, religions, politicians, or the leaders of different countries. We have to make them constantly fight with each other and keep them agitated. We have to promote evil in the world. We are taught to break up marriages and thus break up families and society. To force people to physically, verbally, and sexually abuse spouses, children, and others. We are especially told to work on teenagers because they are impressionable. We talk them into using drugs and alcohol and being sexually promiscuous. We make them rebellious and fight with their parents, teachers, and others around them. We just promote any type of evil in the world we can think of. We are told to push people into stealing, gambling, raping, murdering, and any kind of criminal and evil activity we can think of. We are also told to spread different types of sexual perversion.
How do you make a person do all those things?
Mark, we just constantly whisper in their minds those thoughts and ideas, which they think are their own. We reinforce whatever negative qualities they have, such as anger, hate, jealousy, paranoia, fear, etc. We can even turn love into a negative, as in obsessive love. We constantly whisper new evil thoughts and ideas in their minds till they act upon them. There was an entire day when we were taught how to recruit people for satanic cult worship. We were shown movies of what others are doing, such as animal and human sacrifice to Satan. They recruit lots of young people who are impressionable for this. We are also taught how to turn into a blob to hide inside people, so people like you cannot find us.
How do you do that? How do you change into a blob?
We hide anywhere we find space. They told us that if we are in a situation where we need to change our shape, we can crouch down and if we think real hard about the devil and pray to him for help, he will help us change into any form or shape so we can hide. Just as humans on earth pray to God, we who work for Satan pray to him. We are told over and over that the light is dangerous and we have to stay away from it, otherwise we will die. When you asked the angels to put the light around me, I thought you were going to punish me, too. I am sorry for giving you a hard time.
After some therapy and knowledge about his condition, he was willing to go to the light and called out all the others who were hiding inside. They all were released and returned to heaven with angels and their loved ones.